Hey, welcome everybody to Fit Together. Today joining us on a series of 3 is my very fast friend and wonderful chef from Fairfield Medical Center, Jamie Brumbaugh. Nice to see you, Chef Jamie.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
We are shooting today from my house, and we are going to be preparing a beautiful Fiesta Shrimp meal that is sure to please everyone. It's slow cooked, it's healthy, and it tastes delicious. Before we get started, Jamie, tell the audience and myself a little bit about how you started in your culinary experience.
It all pretty much started when I was young with my mom in the kitchen. We canned our own like vegetables and fruit, you know, basically didn't have much money growing up, so that's what we did.
Right.
And then basically I went to a culinary program in Perrysburg, Ohio.
Okay.
For vocational school, and then on down to Nelsonville for Hockton College.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I did catering in Columbus for a few years, and then got in Fairfield Medical Center.
And you've been with Fairfield Medical Center for 11 years?
For 11 years, that's right.
Fantastic. Yeah. So interestingly enough, it all started with your mom in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what we hope to bring here at Fit Together, that these are meals that may or may not be, you know, pleasing to every member of your family, but the idea behind cooking in the kitchen is just that, to build memories with your kids and show them that mealtime is very important, because what you put in makes good come out. Today's menu is a Fiesta Shrimp and avocado salsa in phyllo. Let's get started. One
great thing about this recipe is that it's just simple ingredients. It's something, you know, everyone has worked with avocados, I like to think so. Very reasonable in the grocery store. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our shrimp, and these still have the peeling still on. That's actually, they're a little more inexpensive that way.
Excellent.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the skin off, or the shell, pinch the tail.
Alrighty.
Okay, jump right in there.
So this is something too, Jamie, that the kids could help you with.
Absolutely.
When preparing this.
Yes.
Give them a different feel. You can talk about how healthy shrimp is. You know, where to buy, what to look for. I think some of the kids might think that shrimp comes pink, as you can see.
It comes pre-cooked, yes.
Chef, the shrimp are peeled. We are ready for the next step.
Okay, the next step we're going to knock off a few cloves of garlic here. Actually, I think just one. These are pretty good size.
Okay.
Fresh garlic, please. Don't skip and go to the minced garlic in the jars. This is fresher, whole different taste, better taste.
So when you talk about, you know, just the little things like that, Chef,
right.
Those are the important things that, you know, are healthy and also make the food actually taste better.
You know exactly what goes into the product. Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so no minced garlic out there. Forget about it. I even saw it in a squeeze container the other day.
Oh,
so fresh garlic, and then get me started here. Should I do the lime?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and just zest some of that lime there with the grater. And then you can squeeze a little bit of juice in there. That'll be just fine. I'll go ahead and smash this garlic a little bit more with just the flat part of the knife. Just run a real quick mince over.
I wish everybody could smell what I'm smelling.
Smells great. Yep, nice and fresh. Okay,
good.
That's perfect.
Yeah, alrighty.
Go ahead and add the garlic in with that. You already have a little juice in there. Great. That's great. Okay, now we're going to walk over to the stove here and start sauteing shrimp.
All right. So when we come back, we are going to have ourselves a little sauteed shrimp. So here we have the sauteed shrimp, fresh out of the refrigerator to cool it down a little bit, Jamie.
Right.
So first of all, why do we do that?
Well, basically, the avocado sauce is going to be a cold or room temperature when we get done with it. So, yeah, just to cool the shrimp off just a little bit, just makes it that much better.
Sure. And then sauteing, what you didn't see in the magic of television. How long for sauteing?
Basically, for this size, it's probably about 3 to 4 minutes. All it takes on high heat. Yeah.
And the fresh garlic.
Yeah, the fresh garlic. That's a must. The extra virgin olive oil, salt, and cracked pepper, and just a pinch of red pepper flakes, along with a little bit of lime.
Smells delicious. All right, let's create. Go to it, Chef.
We're gonna set this aside real quick.
Okay.
If you can grab me a glass bowl right over there, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll just start getting on these veggies here. We're just gonna do a little bit of red onion.
So these are the things, Jamie, too, that when we talked about where you started, and of course I remember as a young girl, watching my mom and dad cook. These are the kind of things, what a great family recipe that, you know, we can have the kids doing.
Absolutely,
stations.
yes.
You know,
Yes.
you're the vegetable station.
Yes.
You're, yeah, okay.
Yep, that absolutely used to be the way my home growing up. I think this will be enough here. I'll just do a real fine mince. And folks at home, sharp knives is definitely a must. You know, less accidents actually happen with real sharp knives, believe it or not. You cut into the vegetable instead of you're slipping and cutting your hand.
Wowza.
So we're going to go ahead and place this in the bowl. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do some tomatoes.
Okay.
Basically, I pick the tomatoes that look the best in the grocery store. So you can use Romas. These actually have a low moisture content.
Okay.
And also some yellow vine ripened tomatoes.
Right,
They look pretty good, so we'll go ahead and use some of those.
So Jamie, that's an interesting theory, because one of the things that we learn early on as parents is that kids, if they like what they see, they'll
Right.
try what they see.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. So possibly, I'm going to hand that to you.
Okay,
'cause
go
it's sharp.
ahead and just, yeah. Now, yellow tomatoes are also low acid content. Excuse me.
So Jamie, I'm loving the fact that we have two different tomatoes.
Yeah.
Obviously, because again, the more color, the better.
Absolutely,
Eat
yes.
the colors of
yes.
the rainbow.
Okay, and then next we're going to just do the avocado. Now with avocados, see how dark these are? This means they're just at the point where they're really good to eat. They're soft to the touch.
Okay.
Those are the ones you want to look for.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to...
And Jamie, avocados are one of those, you know, ideas that may not be a staple in
Right.
everyone's life or refrigerator.
Yeah. That, you know, it's basically, that's one of those things where I really want you to try. And just, you know, like I said, when you're shopping for these, just make sure they're just nice and tender. And that's basically what to look for. So you see I cut these in half. So what we'll do is just...
Looky there.
So,
Avocados are also high in vitamin K, full of fiber, potassium, and
Yes.
folate. So there you go. Now what's this little trick?
so we're basically just doing slices. Now I'm going across and making little squares here. If you wouldn't mind a spoon.
Absolutely, I can get you a spoon.
Thank you. So instead of peeling it first and making a big mess, I just fold it in the palm of my hand. We're just going to simply right in the bowl here. Being ripe definitely is a help for this stuff.
So Chef, I can already tell you that the smell is fantastic.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is. It is. So the salsa is starting to kind of come to life. You can see what we're actually starting to do. And here we have.
Yeah, we just have a regular chili. Now this is not super hot, and I know a lot of folks are a little scared with fresh peppers like this, but this is real mild. I want to add just a little bit, and with this much product, it won't be spicy at all.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but it just adds again that another layer of flavor that we're looking for, and this will have a nice, slight smoky taste to it.
And Jamie, we talk a little bit about slow food versus fast food. This is definitely something that is not only healthy and can, you know, certainly bring kids around, family members around the table, but it's also a slow food.
Right.
That really, you know, builds the aromas, the memories, the things that, you know, are good for you. They just kind of fit together.
And again, there's not a ton of cooking involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's summer.
Yeah.
We're not sweating over the stove. Just you know, just a few minutes with the shrimp, like we talked about.
Exactly.
Okay, I wouldn't mind just mixing that together for me.
I would live to.
I'll go ahead and add a little bit of lime.
Oh, smells delicious.
Okay, and next we're going to add just a little bit of olive oil.
Okay. Those avocados are really ripe. It's easy to mix.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if my children were here, I have to say our hands might be in it.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, that will work.
Hands make the best mashers.
Now here's just a little bit of fresh cilantro. Now,
Go ahead.
I want to warn the folks at home that cilantro is very, very sandy. And the thing to do is get a tall container when you get home full of cold water and just dunk this in and shake out real good, and that'll knock the sand right out of it.
Chef, it is time to fill up the phyllo
Yes,
cups.
it is. Now,
and tell me a little bit about phyllo.
well, actually, phyllo is very, very thin layers of pastry, and this is multiple layers. I want to say probably about 5 or 6. It's basically a layer, then a layer of fat.
Okay.
And you can make this. You can buy the sheets in the freezer section, and you can use olive oil instead of.
Okay.
But actually, these are just cups that were pre-made right out of the freezer section of your local grocery store. And these are still relatively low in calorie.
Okay,
so,
good.
you know, we're filling these things with a really great fresh product.
Absolutely.
Low calorie product, and I think you're really going to enjoy them.
I can't wait.
So I'm going to go ahead and grab the shrimp here, and the ones you do have filled, I'll place just one shrimp, just like so.
I fill, you top.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Chef Jamie, for joining us today in my kitchen. And if you would like to find this fantastic recipe, you can find it on fittogether.tv. We will definitely have the recipe for the yummy Fiesta shrimp and avocado salsa.